So when we're doing hip outs, the majority of schools, yeah, again, don't really care. It's just a physical warm up. You can turn your brain off. You're still going to be thinking about the wife and the job and all that, and you're just racing up the mat, looking out like this, and you get there and you're like racing the guy beside you and trying not to bang your head. And then again, then you go to the drill and you're doing the drill incorrectly because you're not moving your hips properly. Yeah. And then when you're fighting, you can't escape side control because the same thing. You haven't built up the muscle memory and you haven't had the chance by yourself to try and master the movement because it's been a race. Yeah, right? So unless you're like 6 or 8 years old and it's hard to get them to not race each other, right? You're not racing when you're doing a warm up. Yeah, you're focusing on trying to master a movement by yourself. So when I'm here like this, my foot sits outside of my hip. If my foot's in line with my hip, any pressure on me, see, I'm still a cylinder, so I'm still going to roll. So looking at maybe escaping mount or something similar, when I'm here like this and someone's on top of me, or side control for example, if I'm trying to move, it takes nothing for them to have control of me because I'm a cylinder. Yeah, right? As soon as I put my foot outside my hip, now I've made that triangle between my foot, my other foot, which at the moment is too long, and my shoulder. So now I'm pushing off this onto my shoulder, like that. So now I'm connecting myself to the floor. Yeah, right? I won't use this leg, I'll use this one, because that one's naked. So if I'm here like this, so just sit on your knees, go like this, and I'll do it wrong to start with. I'll have my foot in line with my shoulder, and my shoulder is open. So if you gently put 2 hands on my shoulder, just a little, yeah, just lean on me, lean. See what's happening to that foot? Now watch this foot. Yeah? Now, when I'm under someone, do I want to be flat on my back? No, right? So when you, so you're doing this, and now you'd be lying flat on me. You wouldn't do it with your arm, you do it with your body, right? So you're here, guys, you just lean on me, see? Oh, now I'm flat, and then I complain I can't escape. Right, okay? Now, if I put my foot out, we'll do exactly the same thing. I'll put my foot out, and now I'm going to, now I'm going to push and connect myself to my shoulder. I'm still leaving other bits out, but I'll just do that. So 2 hands. You can feel the resistance from my foot. There's like a chain now, right? But this is still open, right? If I close it here, harder, right? And then if I close it further, see how low you're having to try and get? Low. Tricky, right? Low. Can you put me flat? No, right? I start, right, when you push, I move my elbow. Like this, when you push on me, I lift my elbow. Right? So I'm redirecting you. You're pushing this way, I'm solid, and now I can use my legs and my shoulder and my elbow to start moving you. Because you're here, you're leaning on me. Yeah. Right? So, learning how to do your hip out is super important. So the foot's always outside. I always tell the kids, protect your neck at all times. Go like this, right? So the first thing is, I don't want legs long. Again, for the same reason we did the first drill, is that foot can't do anything now. It's dead. So I like to always have my toes touching the floor, like that, if I can. It might take a while for you to go and get your toes like that. Yeah.
That's the way we sort of were taught it, but yeah.
No, that's cool, like this. So from here, the goal is not to like, see, my legs are straight. So I've got no power. If someone's fighting me now, my legs are useless. So when I'm here, the goal is to move my butt. See how I'm still in a ball?
Okay,
Lie on me. It still feels like I'm combative, right? I can still do things to it, right? If I'm like this, I can use my shoulder a little bit, and I can't use anything else. Because most of the power of your body in jiu-jitsu comes from your lower body. Yes, because your hands are like little T-Rex arms, not doing too much. And your legs and hips are doing most of the movements that you're doing, all right? So for a hip out, our foot's outside, we put a weight on our shoulder, and then the focus is on moving my butt and hiding this arm. Because if someone pulls on this arm, that's what puts me flat. Yeah, right? So if you came to lie me now, see that would be my response.
Yeah.
Put me flat. Right. Without me moving, like this is where I could sit.
Yeah.
Go like this, or I could just sit with my arm in here.
Yeah.
Could do the same.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay? Because I'm making myself I want to be like Teflon. If this is open and you lean on it, I get flat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when I bring the shoulder forward and I'm withdrawing the other one, yeah, now it's very hard. You have to get underneath me under here somehow to put me flat.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So foot out. Yeah. Everything moves together. So I don't want your lower body and upper body to be disconnected. As soon as that foot pushes, it's moving my shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right. So a way to do it is put your hand on your hip, because now I'm connecting my upper body to my lower body.
Right.
So now as soon as my lower body moves, watch the shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
If I disconnect it, I can be late. So you put your hand on your hip, and now as soon as I move this see, as soon as I even flex that butt cheek, the shoulder moves. There. So now I'm still in the ball. When I change, I just unravel, go across my shoulders. Yeah. And now I can do the same. Yeah. But my feet are always in contact with the floor,
Mm-hmm.
and my legs are never long. So you see a lot of people pick out like this. Dead legs, right?
That's me.
If I was here like this, I couldn't fight anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got no propulsion, my legs are straight, I can't do anything, and I'm not protecting my neck.
Yeah.
So the goal is here. Yeah. Always be in a strong position.
Yeah.
Try and always avoid what they call a deficiency of movement. Yeah. Away we go. Have a little go.